us. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Some don't know the effects they have on others when everything that we do affects our younger brothers and sisters. To me it seems that the facts have missed us. Who will be there to reach down to hug and kiss us? Frankly, the current state that we're in needs to be discussed. Self-respect is a must. We need to tone down the lust. Avoid the fact that it provides a pleasant rush. In this world, can you trust? The answer to that is yourself. Don't take what that man says off the map. Pick that book up off the shelf. That don't mean not to trust. That means to take what he said, think about it, and then come back and discuss. Let's change the world. 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 Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights.
What's up, Michael S? What's good?
In the world. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change
Hit that like button.
Let's change the world, let's change the world.
Hit that like button, y'all.
Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Change the world for the boys and the girls, because if we don't change it up, we ain't gonna make it in this world. We need to focus on the present and think less about the past, cause if we keep it up like this, then that's gonna be our fucking past. You gotta know just where you're coming from to get where you're going, so get on your search for knowledge, cause that's power and know we need to pick up more books and read them cover to cover. Have you get the information, pass it to your bro, spread it to the whole world. If you know it ain't, then you'll be surprised the difference in this world that one man can make us good and bad and everybody, but you gotta bounce it out. And if we all found that would change the world, no doubt. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world.
What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? It's your big homie, Big Bayday, man. And this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, man. I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate everybody, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. I got 21 people in here. Hit the like button for me, man. I appreciate all y'all for stopping in and tuning in, man. And stick around. I got a great show for us, man. Hold up. I got a hater. We always got haters. We can't worry about the haters, man. I ain't worried about the haters because God is on my side, man. When you got God on your side, you ain't worried about no hater, man. When you got God on your side, you ain't worried about no haters. I've been getting hated on my whole life. It's nothing new to me. For me, the hate is because I understand why people hate. People hate because they know you're great. People hate when you're great. People want you to be just like them. And if you're not just like them, they hate you. So it's cool if you don't like me because I'm not like you. I understand that. I'm different. I understand that. That song right there, that if you don't, no, I ain't telling you what the song was. It's on my channel. Go on my channel, man. It's called Change the World. I'm going to tell you, it's called Big Bayday, Change the World, man. Type in Big Bayday, Change the World. It's one of the best songs in the whole internet right now. Now, we talking about God today. We talking about God today. Michael S. said, when they hate, donate. Michael S., salute to you, my brother. Salute to the big homie Michael S. already supporting the channel as soon as I get on the live. Thank you, Michael S. God bless you for the support, man. Piss the haters off, man. Thank you so much for the love donation to show these haters that they don't know who they talking with. They don't know who they talking to. Now, we talking about God today, because I'm gonna tell you something. There's nobody stronger to work for than God. There's nobody stronger to fight for than God. There's nothing worth living more than God. If you got God on your side, there's nothing you can't do on this earth. If you got God behind you, if you got God on your back, there's nothing you can't get through on this earth. See, people, y'all, let me explain something to y'all real quick. I've been going through some of the worst stuff this week as a father. Some of the worst things you can go through as a parent, I've been going through it. I'm not going to say what it is, but what I'm going to tell you, I've been going through some of the worst tests this week. I almost lost everything. Let me just put it like this. You ain't lying, EH. Thank you so much, Michael S. You can't lose, man. I ain't gonna lose because I'm never gonna turn my back on God. I'm not ever gonna lose because I'm never gonna turn my back on God. See, God is not somebody you can see. God is not somebody you could talk to. Oh, well, no. You can talk to God. God is not somebody you can see. God is not somebody you can actually touch. God is everything. God is the life force that makes the world possible. God is the atoms, the building blocks. God is the atoms, the building blocks that make life itself. The atom, the atoms. I'm not a Bible thumper, so no, God has nothing to do with the Bible. God has nothing to do with the Bible. God has nothing to do with the Bible. Let me just say that very clearly. The Bible was written by man. God has nothing to do with the Bible. The Bible is the Holy Bible is man's manuscript. That has nothing to do with God. Some of the things in the Bible have something to do with God, but the Bible itself is not of God. The Bible itself is of man. The Bible itself, the Quran itself, the Torah, the Bhagavad Gita, all those are of man. Those are not of God. Now, God maybe had worked through some of the men who wrote some of those books, but those books are not from God. No, the Bible, the Holy Bible itself was inspired by African culture because Europeans didn't have no religion. So during the Nicaea Conference, they got together and comprised all the holy books that they stole around the earth. And they comprised them and turned them into a Bible, into the Holy Bible, which y'all know today. The Holy Bible is one of the largest, the Holy Bible is one of the biggest crimes against God ever committed on this earth. Because the Holy Bible, let me say that right. The Holy Bible is one of the biggest crimes made and done against God on this earth, because they took the true spiritual text from African people, from original people, from Aboriginal people, from melanated people, from all original people. They took their text and they distorted it to make it look like they had a God, because they did not ever have a God. Because the proof is, look up the Nicaea Conference. That's the proof. The proof is, look up the Nicaea Conference. The proof is, go to the Vatican and you will see the Ethiopian church pictures from the Coptic churches in Ethiopia. You will not see nothing of a Holy Bible in no fucking in the most sanctified places that are Christianity. You're not. When you go to the Pope, the face of Christianity, When you go to the Pope and you go to his holy place, the Pope has a black mother Virgin Mary on his, he has the black Madonna on his, a picture of the black Madonna, the black Virgin Mary with Jesus on his, in his office. And it's not the European Steve Bugier that you think you know. That's not Jesus. That is Michael, what's that nigga name? That's Michelangelo's cousin. No, William Shakespeare's cousin. So what y'all been following all this time is, it's okay that you've been following it, but it's not your fault because it's stolen technology, it's stolen legacy from original man. And it was crafted to make the man who made it look like he was a special deity when he was not. He had no deity, he had no God. Those people were trapped up. I could tell you the whole let me go to an origin story since y'all want to ask, since you want to know. Let me tell you the origin of race. Everybody on this planet was black. Everybody on this planet was black at one point in time when it was one landmass. Everybody on this planet was the same. We were all black people, men of the sun. We were all made of the sun, children of the sun, women, daughters of the sun. Those original black people, once that atom hit, because, or not atom, or asteroid, or it was either an asteroid or a nuclear bomb, one of the two. During the Jurassic period, when the dinosaurs were roaming the earth, the dinosaurs were too big and they were running the earth. The dinosaurs had control of the earth. And God wanted to give the dominion of earth to mankind. So what he did, he shrunk the dinosaurs, he blew up the planet, and then the landmass split apart. And that's why we have the 7 continents we have today. It was all one continent back in the day. But when that extinction level event happened, be it an asteroid or be it a nuclear bomb, whichever one they used, when that extinction level event happened to disenfranchise the land lizards, aka dinosaurs, the dragons, that calamity happened and it split everybody up. Some people got trapped up. Some people got trapped up into the northern region, like the world split up. Some people, the land they were on went up to the northern regions. Some people's land went to this way, some people's land, and it all went different regions. And based on people's environments, they adapted and their bodies mutated based on their environments. A lot of those people, let me tell you where cavemen come from. Those people who got trapped up in the polar area, the polar northern regions of the earth, they were all black people originally, right? But as years went by, as millennia and thousands and millions of years went by. So as millions of years went by, those people that were trapped up in those northern regions of the planet, it got colder up there. The regions got colder, and so they had to retreat and live in the caves to survive. And when those African people went into the caves to survive, their environment was different. It was cold, it was damp, it was moist, and it was dark. So their bodies changed to adapt to that environment. This is where white people come from. This is where Caucasian people come from. They got trapped up in the Caucasus Mountains. And when they got trapped up in the Caucasus Mountains, they had to go inside the caves of the mountains, inside the mountain to survive, because you can't survive in the polar region in the element. They had to go inside the caves to survive there. And after millennia and years and millions of years, they lost their skin color. They lost their pigment in their skin. Their eyes become blue because blue eyes can see in the dark. The blue iris, if you have a blue eye, you will be a better night vision. You have better night vision because that is an adaptation based on that people. Those people adapted to that based on that adaptation of that environment that they had to survive in. Their hair went from being curly and long like mine, like long, this 9 ether hair. See, black people have a 9 ether hair. And it went from being a 9 ether hair, it went down, straight down to survive I'm telling you where they come from. Listen to me. Their hair, the black people's hair went down because in the caves, you don't have sun. So your body has to, your neck needs to be protected. Your chest area has to be protected. Listen, I'm talking about the whole world's history. Your neck has to be protected. Your hair has to be protected. So Europeans, people's hair goes down to protect their necks, to protect their chest regions, to keep them warm in that environment. But a sun person, our hair curls up and it poofs up and it goes outward because it needs to be, we need our hair to be protecting us from the sun because we're in the sun all the time. Melanated people are in the sun all the time or used to be in the sun all the time. So that is why our skin is adapted, and that is why our skin is dark, and that's why our eyes are brown. Because in the sun, what do you have to put on to block the sun? When you go outside and it's bright outside, what do you need to put on your eyes to block the sun? Sunglasses, right? Right. What color are sunglasses? Sunglasses are dark, just like the black man's eyes. His irises are brown. They're dark brown to absorb the sunlight. We're only products of our environment. All people are the same race, African. Everybody on the planet is an African. It's just we've been adapted over generations. And the reason, let me tell you, because I'm gonna tell you the nature of the European man and why he has his nature. See, now the European man in the cave, he was a surviving. See, the one thing about the European man, the black man who got turned into a European, he is the ultimate survivor. The white man is the ultimate survivor. The white man he's the ultimate hunter. He's the ultimate fucking survivor, hunter, gatherer. They're the ultimate at that shit. You know why? They were stuck in those motherfucking caves with nothing to eat. So they had to catch things. They had to learn how to catch shit, how to bludgeon shit, how to eat shit. And guess what? In a cave, you don't have access to cooking utensils. You don't have access to sun. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Listen. In the caves, the European man didn't have access to sun and fire and things of that nature, so he had to eat his meat rare. This is why a lot of white people like raw, rare steaks. It is in their nature. It's not their fault. It's their nature. They were in the caves eating raw animals. They were knock some over the head with their club, bang it, bang it and kill it. Then they would cut it down, bust it down, and eat it. They did not know how to prepare their food back in the day. They didn't know how to do stuff like that because they were just surviving. This is where homosexuality comes from. Let's preach. Let me talk. Let me preach. This is where homosexuality comes from. In those caves, when they was in those caves, they didn't all have access to women. They didn't all have access to an exclusive woman. There barely was women like that. It was whoever came, that was what they had. So the women that was there, they were breeding the fuck out of them. There was just that genetic pool. This is why the genetics are so strong for some people. And this is why there's a lot of genetic flaws in a lot of European people as well. Because this is why there's so many genetic flaws in a lot of European people as well. They were inbreeding. It was only whoever got trapped in them Caucasus Mountains of originally, right? Say it was a group of 200 people that got trapped in the cave. Half of them ain't gonna make it because of the environment, and the ones that make it, they're gonna adapt to their environment. They're gonna survive. Say out of 100 people survive, you might have 30 women and 70 men. Because if you know anything about anything, the men will, in a natural rough situation, the men will survive longer than the women will. Because our bodies are a little bit tougher and have more endurance naturally as a man. So they're going to have less women in the cave than they had men. So what happened? Everybody's horny. There's no rules, there's no laws. So what they do? They started homosexuality. That's where it comes from, out the caves. That's why most times, even still to this day, people practice their weird homosexual practices in a cave-like dark, evil setting. Well, I mean, not say evil, in a dark cave-like setting. And they'll conduct their homosexual activities in those dark settings. You know why? Because that's what they had to do in the beginning. It's their history. It's not their fault. It's their history. That was their part of their survival. That was part of how they made it through the caves. And that bitch just tearing each other up. You might think I'm joking, but I'm not. I'm giving y'all real world history right now. And then let me tell you why they love fire so much. No, women didn't originally, God made man, and Adam was walking around this earth by himself. Listen, y'all better wake up. God made man to do his will, and man was walking around this bitch doing the job. He was doing what God wanted him to do, but he was sad. He was depressed because he had no partner. So he came to God and he said, hey, God, please, can you make me a partner? Give me something to do on this earth. Give me somebody to be with on this earth. I don't want to be alone on this earth. So God said, whoop, I'm going to make your opposite. Your exact opposite. This is how perfect God is. I'll make your exact opposite woman. And what God do? The man has the Audi, so he made a woman the perfect any. Look, it wasn't about listen, those were people, all those retarded people from back in the day were byproducts of, what do you call it? Incest. All of them people, them damn lepers and all them people, them were byproducts of incest. Bro, listen, let me tell you how the European man learned to worship fire and the devil. This is why a lot of the original European man's God is the devil, or they believe in him as God. Let me tell you why. When they were in their cave, it was cold, it was dark, it was lonely in that motherfucker. It was hard. Life was hard. It was mold. It was animals coming in and out. Listen, I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to the world, my brother. This ain't about you. You better sit here and listen. You will learn about the world you live in if you really want to learn. Because I'm teaching you the true history of Earth right now. Listen. So it was hard in the cave. Animals come in and out. He fighting everybody that come in and out. It was hard. He can't go out into the elements because it's so snowy. It's so cold. He ain't got no protection. Guess what happened? Lucifer came in there. Satan came in there into the caves. And this is why they call Satan the light bearer. Because Satan came in the cave and Satan come with fire. Satan's not going to come into a cave and not have his light and his fire with him. You know what I'm saying? He need to see where he's going. He need to light it up. Look. No, you can start your own channel and you could tell somebody what you believe on your channel, because this ain't beliefs. I'm not telling you belief. I'm not telling you be naive. I'm not telling you to be naive. I'm not telling you no belief. I'm telling you the truth, young brother. Either you listen or you don't. This is the truth of Earth that you will never learn in your school because they're too scared to tell you that they were suffering in them caves. They was scared to tell you that. They were scared to tell you they was in that bitch eating raw meat. They don't want to go back to that. That's why they dominating you, sir. That's why they dominate your mama. That's why they dominate your grandmama. That's why they dominate your granddaddy, your daddy. That's why your family's getting dominated. The reason why is because, now let me tell you the history. So Satan came into the cave with the fire, right? He seen them niggas all suffering and shit. He said, boo, she lit up a flame for him. He lit up a bonfire, a flame, a big ass bonfire for him. They're like, oh, it's warm in here. The sun, it's beautiful. They think it's like the sun. They're so, you feel what I'm saying? They're, oh God, fire, it's warm, it's beautiful. Satan said, you do this with the fire, do this with the fire, worship me, and I'll show you the way out. I'll show you this and that. He showed them how to light fire. They lit that torch. Satan gave them a torch. They took that torch, and with that fire, they were able to go out and travel out into the snow. With that warmth, they were able to travel around in the elements. This is why they were always walking around with torches and shit. That they know who they are. They don't want to tell you they know who they are, but they know. They don't want to go back to that shit. This is why every Indiana Jones movie you see him with a torch and shit. This is why everybody goddamn got a torch and shit, because they know where they come from and they don't want to ever go back. And this is why they worship Lucifer, the light bearer, because Lucifer saved them out of that fucking hell. Lucifer gave them the knowledge of how to strike fire, make fire, so they can get out of that hell. So essentially, Lucifer is their God. He saved them out, so they believe in him as God. That's why certain people worship the devil. It's their history, it's their culture. No, fire is not bad. Fire is an element, slow man. But fire can be used as bad as you see what happened in California. That is a bad thing about fire if it's left uncontrollable. But fire is not a bad thing. I just told you, fire is warmth. Fire is health. Fire heals you. It can keep you. It can kill bacteria. The warmth can kill disease. It can kill germs. Warmth, fire, protection, light. It's good. Are you slow, man? Come on, man. Satan gave them the fire. The light bearer gave them fire. And they was able to travel. And guess what they did when they traveled? They traveled their way to Africa. Because they were in Africa, but it was a different region. They traveled their way. They made their way. And we know the history. That's when the Egyptians fell, because when the caveman came out the mountains, they kept coming to the Egyptians. Well, they stumbled across the Egyptians one day. They was out venturing and traveling, because by that time they got good at traveling. They didn't have to stay in the caves no more because they had fire. They didn't have to stay in the caves. Satan gave them knowledge. He helped them out. He gave them knowledge. So now they're walking around not so primitive. They had like a step up. They're like a 2.0 caveman. He could use fire as a weapon. He could use fire as protection. He could use it as light, as heat. Now he has a different element about himself. He has fire. This is why, look, this is why Asians came out with gunpowder. Asians made gunpowder. They made gunpowder. But look, this is why I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, this is simple, easy history, but they don't want you to know that, because then they have to tell you their God is Lucifer. Then they have to tell you that they was in the cave slamming and jamming each other, and they don't want to ever get back to that. That's why they don't have a problem making you do that to yourself. That's why they love to make you do that, because they suffered that. Hove went that, so Hove did that, so hopefully you won't go through that. I was raised in the projects, roaches and rats. They said they've been through that, and they didn't say they didn't want you to go through it. They said, I've been through it. You got to go through it too. This is why you have elite people who teach P. Diddy's how to play butt tag. P. Diddy is not the problem. The problem is the man who taught him how to play that. That's the problem. P. Diddy didn't teach himself how to play booty. Oh, yeah. Let me thank you while we're here. Thank you while we're here. This how they stumble on the Egypt. Thank you, my brother. I love and I appreciate you. So look, boom. They came across Egypt and they seen colorful draperies, nice buildings, colossal buildings. They seen greatness. They seen gold. They seen diamonds. They seen rubies. They seen meat. They smelled meat. They smelled cooking. They smelled bread. They smelled wine. They never seen none of this shit before. They ain't never had none. They're so unsophisticated. They're only eating cooked meat at this point. They're only eating cooked meat at this point. That's all they're privy to is some cooked meat, maybe some fruit or something along the way. Those were the days where people were eating shit and biting it and dying because they didn't know what it was. That was them days. Those were them days where people would just make people try a berry and shit and see if it was edible. Squire, eat a berry, and if it's good, I'll have some. Wait 5 minutes, nigga waiting to die. It's good. Then that damn get all of them. Look. No, this ain't a music reaction channel, my brother. We talking about God. I'm talking about God tonight, sir. So promote your music somewhere else, my brother. God bless you and Russia. You better worry about that war y'all got going on. You talking about rap. You better be worrying about that war that y'all got going on in Russia. The hell you talking about rap? Nigga, you better be worrying about that war. You better stop tripping, my brother. You got bigger things to worry about than the rap song, my brother. You better figure out damn how you gonna duck them damn drones. You better worry about drones, sir. You need to be worrying about drones. Them things tearing people up over there. I'm watching videos all the time. They're tearing people up in Russia right now with them drones. Stop talking about rap music. Stop trying to rap. That shit is over with. Rap game is dead. The rap game is dead. That shit is dead. I was watching Summer Jam yesterday. I was watching Summer Jam. And guess what? On the Summer Jam shit, the big rappers wasn't even getting no respect like that. So I don't know what the hell you talking about. You're a rapper. That shit over with. It's over with. You better goddamn figure out how you gonna survive the motherfucking drone attacks. Stop worrying about bullshit, man. The fuck? Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. This ain't none of that. This world ain't what you think it is. Nobody gives a crap about rap. Nah, respect to your song, bro. I respect what you doing, bro. But I'm not playing on. I ain't got no device to play my shit on. Play nothing on anyway, bro. I ain't got my other phone with me, bro. So I respect what you doing. I respect what you doing, bro. But you know, we don't do all that. I'm not doing all that, bro. We're not spamming over here. This is a real talk, real shit podcast, bro. We don't do that over here, bro. You feel me? I don't do none of that over here. Over here, we're going to listen to these daily messages. If you don't like it, you don't have to listen. But this is the cleanest thing to reality in real life that you ever going to probably hear anywhere on the internet. All them niggas be fake, bro. Much love. Look, all them people be fake. All them channels be fake. All them channels be fake. Y'all be watching. Y'all be watching fake shit on the internet. A bunch of people who don't know what's really going on, and they just be talking. I know the origins of mankind. My mind can go back millions of years because I'm in tune with life itself. When you become a part of life itself, there pretty much don't be questions with life anymore. You just have to figure out solutions. People like me don't have questions. I have solutions. But I appreciate you. I appreciate all my people. Tonight, y'all, I just want to tell y'all, I don't even have to fight battles no more. God's fighting these battles for me. You see how selfish people are? They don't get what they want, they run. That's how fecal this world is and weak this world is. A nigga only wants to come around to benefit himself. This nigga's probably lame. He probably so lame he said, oh, he got 3,000 some subscribers. I'm gonna go on there and spam and people are gonna like what I got going on. It don't work like that, bro. You can't cheat your way to the top, sir. You really gotta work. You gotta work on this YouTube shit to get up there, brother. You got to work. I got over almost 2,000 videos. I got almost 2,000 videos. You better get to work, brother. This ain't no clout chase. I'm not even big enough to do that with. I'm the truth. You ran across a real channel that's really got the real information that you need to survive this coming days that we're going into. Because we're coming into some times that if you're not ready for it, ooh, it's gonna be rough. It's about to get really rough if you're not understanding what's about to go on. Donald J. Trump is about to assume the presidency of the United States of America in about 4 days, about 3 days. We got a 3-day countdown till the power shift happens. You might not think that has nothing to do with nothing, but it does. I'm ready to see what's about to happen. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This shit is so crazy that laws are changing. I mean, people's relationships are changing. The president of Iran, or not the president, whatever he is, prime minister, whatever he is of Iran, they're trying to, not Iran, but not Iran, but the other place. They're trying to make deals with Donald Trump. They're like, boy, we're willing to work with you. Because you know why? Donald Trump said, if they don't damn give us them people, we're going to bomb them. He said, we're going to, what did he say? Man, my nigga talking crazy. He talking spicy. Trump talking spicy. He said, we're going to, something, blow them off, something crazy. Trump talking crazy. And guess what? They're already doing deals. See, the difference between a man and an evil person with an agenda like Biden, see, Joe Biden, even if Donald Trump is a part of the power structure, and he is, he's still a real human at the end of the day. So his interests may be bigger than himself, but he's still a human and a man, and he has a family and shit. So there's a different type of moral with a man with a family. I'm telling you. Like, you see Kamala Harris, she's a wicked witch of the West. She ain't got no family. She ain't trying to motherfucking do nothing for nobody. She didn't do nothing for us as the vice president. Nothing. She don't have a family. That's why. She has no interest in the future. No stake in the future. People who don't have families are all self-orientated because that's the only thing they can worry about is either their self or their family. Or maybe their community. It's a lot of people who are single who do good work for the community too. I'm not condemning all people without children, but I'm saying people without children don't have the same mentality as a family oriented mentality, because a family man is thinking about his future and the future of his children. So he's thinking 10, 20, 30 years ahead at all times, if he's a wise family man. But a single man, he's going to think the now, the present, more what we want right now, what we need right now. That's what he's going to do. And then he's not going to be thinking about the betterment of the community as before he would think about the betterment of the individual. You see what I'm saying? A single-minded person will think for the individual better than the person, the collective. This is why we had Joe Biden and Kamala as the president and vice president do nothing for nobody, because Joe Biden is a decrepit, evil person, and Kamala is decrepit politician. You know what I'm saying? So it was messed up. That was a whole messed up situation for us, man. They made this country so bad, y'all, that this country is almost not even running anymore. That's how bad Joe Biden and Kamala did this country. This country is almost not even open anymore. It's like closed. It's like half the country's closed. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's spending no money. Like, it's weird to see it. It's like the decline of America, you know? And I hate to even say stuff like that, because I'm here. This is where I have my future, my history. Boy, you tweaking. But yeah, man. Let me tell you something about music and shit real quick. Let me school you real quick. I'm sitting on hundreds of tracks, right? And I'm not trying to push them on people and shove it on people and shit. Sometimes when I do like music, little lives, and I play my music, those really don't even get a lot of views like that, because a lot of people don't care about, if you're not a part of the evil satanic people, a lot of people don't care about you. A lot of people know God's vibration and they know the devil's vibration. So if you're not of God and you hear the vibration of a decent man or a decency, goodness, you're going to actually feel offended. Goodness offends evil people. It literally does. It offends them. Like, I've seen people that are evil getting mad at animals, innocent animals and cats and shit, and I've seen evil people getting mad at the most innocent, pure things on this earth. I've seen people do animals bad. The most innocent thing on this earth, an animal. They need you. You don't need them. They need you. They love you, but they need you to survive. Unless they go in a feral state and then they just eat whatever they find. But they still need shelter and maintenance. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody sometimes. Everybody loves someone. Something in my heart keeps saying, my someone is here. For real, man. You know what I mean? It's like, we can't keep shitting on God's creatures and expecting mercy. You can't do wrong and expect right, man. It's not hard to be righteous. Once you get purified and cleansed, and you cleanse your soul, and you cleanse your palate, you cleanse your eating habits, your drinking habits, you cleanse yourself, and you become more pure of a human. Once you do that, that'll open up the door to being good and easy to be good. Once you purify yourself and clean your body out, then your body will be easily to accept goodness. People have a lot of sin in them. A lot of that food you're eating is sinning. It's cannibalism. It's doing your spirit bad. Every day you're doing cannibalistic acts every day. It's doing your spirit bad. It's hurting. And you might not see it, but if you look in your eyes, See, you see right my eyes? You don't see no dark circles, right? Nope, no dark circles around my eyes. You see all that brightness? You see all that brightness? No dark circles around my eyes. Some people, that shit be dark, like raccoons. Some people walk around here like raccoons, bro. And that's the sin in them. It's not their fault. Well, it is their fault, but it's the sin in them. It's showing through their eyes. The sin is showing through. That means you're overrun by sin. You see somebody in their eyes are all black, like, you better run away from that motherfucker. That's one of the demons. It's stuff that's happened that they do to children that make it's just a lot of stuff that goes on. You know, we gotta, man, boy. God fights my battles, though. I don't even have to fight no more. I just keep fighting for God, and he'll destroy anything comes against me. Anything going against me can be destroyed, but I choose if it happens or not. And I don't do nothing. I don't have to lift a finger or do harm to no man. I wish the best for all of us. But anybody who comes against me, they always have it hard. It's just something about me that God appreciates, and because I keep it humble and I keep working for him. But I ain't gonna say nothing else about that, but you don't do people like me no kind of fucking way for no reason. Like, you know, it's the world we're living in where people feel entitled and empowered to hurt good people. I'm here to tell y'all that they can't hurt you if you stay good. If you remain true and don't harm and purify your body and eat healthy, eat pure, your spiritual defense system will kick in. And there'll be nothing they could do to you. Nothing. They're trying everything they can too. I hope y'all realize that. It's a lot going on right now. A whole lot. If you stay true though, I don't know. But I love y'all and I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for listening. Thank y'all so much. This is not a joke. It's not a scare video. It's not none of that. It's just a real talk, real shit podcast, man. Episode 1 million. You know, God fights my battles for me though, man. I don't have to do nothing. I ain't gotta lift a finger. All the people who went against me, it's not looking good for none of them. And the people who, I don't know, whatever. I don't know everybody's fate. I wish the best for everybody, even my haters. But at the same time, as you can't keep doing somebody like, you can't keep doing people like people try to do, you know? It's a different world we're living in now. The good people are rising up now. The evil's time is up. God bless y'all. Stay smart, stay out the way. It's your big homie, Big Bad A, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, man. God bless you, Michael S, for that donation. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you so much. You know, much love and respect, man. Y'all have a good night.